I'm Katie and this is my lovely unicorn assistant Leia, and today we're going to be showing you how to make a superhero mask. So I've got a Spider-Man one that I've made up ready, and Leia has got a lovely unicorn one that she actually got that with the kit, but it gives you an idea of something that you could do. So you can choose what superhero you would like to do. I like Spider-Man, so I've gone for that, but on the church website there should be some templates, so you can print these off if you want them, or you could just copy them. So the Spider-Man, Catwoman, Batman, just a general one, and then a unicorn one, okay? So, but feel free to do whoever you want. It doesn't have to be one of those. I'm sure you can find something on the internet that you could copy if you don't want one of those ones. So you're going to need a template if you think you can't come up with the main pattern itself by yourself. You're going to need some card or cardboard. So if you haven't got coloured card like this or white card, what you might want to do is get like a cereal box or some other kind of card from your recycling, and then cut round it and then stick white paper on top so that you can then decorate it how you want it and whatever colour you want. You're going to need a hole punch. If you haven't got a hole punch, it's not essential, but it just makes a neater hole for when it comes to doing the tie. You're going to need some ribbon or some string or some elastic, something so that you can tie it on once you've finished, and you'll need some decorative bits. So if you just want to hold your one up, Leia, so you can see she's got some flowers and sequins and things, so obviously it depends what you're doing. My one does just involve felt tip pens, so it's quite straightforward. And you'll need some scissors as well, and I think that's it. So what do we need to do first, Leia? Do you remember?
First you need to get some white paper, and if you want Spider-Man, then you can colour it in red.
You could do, or you might have red card like us already. So you need to get whatever you want your mask to be made out of, and you need to get your template. And if you're printing it off, you'll then need to cut it out and then draw round it on the thing that you want to have as your mask. Now you may want to print directly onto what you want to have as your mask, so you could do that. That might save you time. It depends on what printing you've got and everything like that. So once you've drawn around it, you can then cut it out. Now the tricky bit with this is just cutting out the eyes. Why are the eyes tricky, Leia?
Because you need to cut in the middle.
Yeah. And it's quite tricky to cut in the middle, so you'll need to sort of make a hole somehow and then cut from the inside. Now if you're younger, you might need an adult to help you with that one. But it's hard, it's just harder to cut round that way, so you might need some adult help with that.
These for the scissors.
That's in hole punch, that's for later, isn't it? Okay, so once you've cut that out and got your eyes, the next thing you're going to do is decorate it. So like I say, the Spider-Man one is quite straightforward.
It's very easy.
So what I'm going to do, what I've done on this one is I've drawn around the eyes just to make the eyes look a bit more defined. So I'm just going to do that again on this one. This is a very rough job, but...
So you must ask a grown-up to help you if you want to do around the eyes.
Well, you might need to ask for help, mightn't you? Because there might be tricky bits and there might be
and you might
a little bit dangerous.
If you're little, then ask a grown-up to help.
Yeah. Now, Leia, would you like to make a spider's web? So I've just drawn around the eyes just to make them more defined. And then you can do a web a bit like that, Leia. Just quickly draw that on. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. Okay, so once you've finished doing that and you've got your decoration, you might have much more decoration like Leia's has got. and bits that you stick on. You're now ready to make your holes. So you just need to get your hole punch. Just make sure you don't go over the edge. Make a hole there. Do the same there. We've already done ours. And then you're ready to put your thread through. So whether it's string or ribbon.
Anything you like.
Yeah, well, as long as it's sort of thready and not too thin. I've made a double knot here, so we're just going to thread it through. So Leia, can you pull it through the other side? Oh. That can be a bit tricky, so you might need a grown-up's help again.
You might need a grown-up to help you get in first.
Yeah, and
then you can pull it down.
That's right, the pulling bit's easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to pull that through, Leia? So you might want to use elastic. I quite like a tie because then you can do it how tight you want. And then you're finished. You've got a superhero mask. And maybe you want to speak to your friends who are also doing Holiday Club and have a video call in your superhero masks. But that's enough from us, and we'll see you tomorrow and with another craft. Okay, bye.
Bye.